What your main vehicle says about you in Roblox Noobs in Combat. Recon Car. You think multi-move is the most powerful thing ever, despite it being almost impossible to work out since the Recon Car can only go like one space and is super vulnerable to anti-tank guns. Multi-H Tank. You just want to be unique and not use the battle tank. And honestly, I wish you the best of luck with that. IFV. You missed when it had two unique weapons and was a legitimately valid choice for an attack or defense unit, and wasn't just glorified public transport. SPAG. You really hate airplanes, light gunships, lightly armored vehicles, and any form of infantry. Of course, you also hate anything that hasn't gotten destroyed by our SPAGs, since SPAGs aren't very good at staying alive after getting blasted by missiles and rockets coming from any medium to heavily armored units. Light tank. Your units are really cheap, but also really bad at staying alive. Of course, the one thing they are good at is giving away free veterancy for the enemies. All jokes aside, light tanks and other earlier evolutions aren't necessarily bad, but rather just need a specific strategy to be of any real use in extreme maps. Recon tank. You realize that the Recon car is pretty bad after getting its multi-move nerfed out of existence, so you just decided to go with the option with a little bit more punch, though it's still free veterancy if you don't know what you're doing. Medium tank. You eat spag ammo for breakfast, and I'd say you're getting a better deal than the people buying Dollar Tree light tanks that might actually die if an RPG unit breathes on them. Heavy tank. You, just like the multi-H tank main, just want to be unique. You also probably argue that in defense maps, the heavy tank is actually better than the battle tank since the abysmally slow movement doesn't matter, though as much as I hate to admit that kind of makes sense, which is why I'm going to continue bringing IVs with no infantry inside extreme defense maps. You can't stop me. Battle tank. You heard one person tell you the battle tank was OP, so you dropped like 5 nuggets on it, and yeah, it's pretty good. Although, before you jump on the battle tank train, do keep in mind that you are very likely to develop an extreme fear of missile tanks and RPGs. Oh, and you're probably going to have to start begging in order to actually afford the battle tank in game. Missile tank. You are the ultimate camper and really like PvP despite never actually winning any games. To be fair, that's probably since your opponents tend to rage quit after getting their IFV with infantry inside completely massacred. You're also very happy about the missile tank getting an extra missile in its ammo for literally no reason. I mean, look at it. It's only got 2 missiles. In all fairness, the missile tank is pretty good and a lot of fun, but I do wish it hadn't completely invalidated the recoilless rifle. I do want to put the supply units here, but since pretty much everyone uses them, I'm just going to list them all kind of separately. Supply wagon. You don't care about the lack of movement, health, and max capacity, because it's all about the money. Since the supply wagon is dirt cheap, and it can be a good choice for supplies if you know what you're doing. Supply truck. You want really fast supplies. If you wanted anything else, you would have gone with any of the other 2 supply units. Supply carrier. You probably use battle tanks since they are very hard to sustain with anything else. Thanks for watching until the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Yes, I'm finally dipping into the pool of begging for followers.